Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sheldon Talks to the Stars. Here we are at Cinema Wasteland in Ohio, and I'm here with the legendary John Amplas, the star of Martin and the Creepshow. I was really hoping you'd bring me a slice of cake.
Oh, I should have, Sheldon. I'm sorry I didn't.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's probably pretty moldy. How long ago was Creepshow?
Oh my goodness, I think Creepshow was sometime between 82 and 84, I think it was shot. I'm not sure of the exact date. All of those dates run into one another.
I always wanted to ask you, somebody from the movie, how complicated were those lighting setups, sort of emulating comic book paneling?
Oh, well, you know, I wasn't really involved. I mean, it wasn't bad on set. I think they did a lot of that stuff after we had already shot, and they added a lot of lighting effects to the images
Like
later.
in the color timing?
Yeah, color timing and all that kind of good stuff.
But I love that shot. I mean, it's not in your segment, but where the doctor slides the wrong way and he's sitting.
Oh,
That's such a great Dutch angle.
oh yeah. Well, they do a lot. There's a big kind of, at the end of the segment that I'm in, becomes pretty bright with reds and blues when I bring Carrie Nye out on her head on a platter. So it gets really kind of bright and pretty at that point.
Yeah. Now let's backtrack a minute.
Okay.
Martin was your first movie with George, is that right?
It was.
And
Yep.
I don't know if you remember me from the audition, but I was trying to convince him to cast me. We changed the name to Sheldon, and I thought it would have been great, but I can't remember him ever getting mad at anybody. But boy, he called me so many names.
He did?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like the George I know.
Maybe I caught him on a bad day.
It could be. I think you must have, because George is a really kind and fun guy. He's not, I have never known him to raise his voice or see him overly upset. He's a really pretty kind guy. So
He just told me to get out of the business.
oh my, you can stay in the business as long as you want. I think you have potential.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
But the legend has it that he saw you in a play. But what was the play, John?
He saw me in a play called Philemon, which was written by Tom Jones and Harvey Schmidt, the same people that did The Fantastics.
Oh, sure.
And that was back in 1976.
Not the Henry Fielding novel with Tom Courtney.
No.
Not so much.
No, not that
Or
production.
Albert Finney.
Well, I can't remember who was in the original.
Someone give me a Leonard Maltin guide, for fuck's sake.
Maybe. I'm
You
not
get
sure.
that on? I don't have any crew. I don't have any production value. I have nothing.
Oh, that's not true. You
I barely
quite
have
a bit.
I have an image that's on the camera.
Nah, you have a lovely image, so don't
You're very kind to
degrade
say so.
yourself. You keep positive. All good things shall come to you if
Good.
you wait.
One thing I always wanted to ask you is, have you ever seen a Larry Fessenden movie called Habit?
No, I haven't. But I met Larry Fessenden a few years ago in New York. We were both on in a discussion format at what's the name of that place? Fearmongers. And yeah, it was a guy in New York who has this kind of talk back at an audience, and he brings in people from the horror genre periodically, and we get to questions are asked from the audience and from the moderator, and so I met Larry there.
The reason I ask is that in Habit and Martin, it's almost like, if you think you're a vampire, then what the hell is the difference? I mean,
You know what?
you never really see traditional vampire meat. It's a lot of syringes, and if you see Larry's movie, it's all like he could be just an alcoholic mess.
Yeah.
And you're not really sure.
That's right.
And there's an ambiguity there that you don't get in the sort of the gothic, Bela Lugosi, Frank Langella.
Absolutely, and
all
that's
that.
what
You guys
I
know what
think.
I'm talking about.
And I think that's what makes Martin an interesting film.
Yeah, I do
is
too.
that it's an original idea. It's not the gothic vampire that everybody is kind of grown up on, and the gothic myth of the vampire like Dracula. It is a kind of modern day take on, and it's really on, I think, about a young man with a kind of serious psychological disorder. So
To
I
say
don't,
the least.
yes, to say the very
Which
least.
we like here to Sheldon The Sheep show.
That's right.
But and you did Knight Rider. That's a really fucking strange film.
It's an
I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but Knight Riders, I just want you to know, John, is a really, I mean, can you do a 50-word synopsis on Knight Riders?
Oh boy. Well,
For those
it's
who
kind
don't know.
it's kind of based on King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, and it's about it's a Renaissance fair of a group of people that go around, and the knights are motorcyclists,
Right.
and they joust and they perform all kind of chivalrous acts. And the leader of the fair is a guy by the name of, well, his real name is oh, tell me, my brain just stopped. Uh-oh. My brain just stopped.
The internet just went down.
Uh-oh.
We have no
Uh-oh.
idea. Ed Harris, look it up.
Ed Harris,
people.
there it is. Thank
Look
you,
him up,
Ed
people.
Harris.
Look him up, people.
Sorry, Ed. Sorry, buddy.
The Abyss,
Yeah.
Sweet
Anyway,
Dreams.
here's what happened. He is an idealist,
Yeah.
and he's looking to make the world a better place to live. And he has all of these people that are involved in the Renaissance fair, and so it has a very, very positive message, the idea of Knight Riders. So it's all about doing good and receiving good because you do good.
It would make a very good double bill with Bronco Billy.
Well,
If you ever see Bronco Billy, they're
I
along
have.
the same line.
Years and years ago, I have. Yes,
I think
indeed.
they're talking the same language.
There we go. I think maybe you're right.
Which is your favorite Dead movie that you're in?
It would have to be Day of the Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, and because I think it is, I think it's more, I think it has more substance than Dawn. Dawn for me is kind of a big kind of comic book adventure, which is terrific for what it is. But for my taste, I appreciate the more realistic approach.
Yeah.
And I love the visceral and the realism of Day of the Dead far better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember,
Also-
if you look in the background of Dawn of the Dead, I'm on one of the escalator shots.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm one
great.
I was a zombie sheep. I think George was ahead of his time.
Oh, terrific.
I thought it was very progressive of George to think about sheep. You
well,
know.
he's a very progressive guy.
Yeah. He's
So
still,
see,
he
so
still doesn't like me,
he
but-
probably, I think he does like you. That's why he allowed you to be on that escalator as a zombie sheep.
Well, it was good money and
Yeah.
what was the name of that mall? Oh, gee.
Yeah, Monroeville Mall.
The Monroeville Mall.
The Monroeville Mall. That's
Yeah.
right.
I had a Fredericks of Hollywood there for about 6 months, like a little franchise.
Did you
I was
really?
like, this is
Oh,
too good.
my-
I can't leave. You know,
Holy mackerel.
because I'm not making any money in show business.
Well, you know, it's a hard business.
It sure
I don't
is.
make any money in show business, Sheldon. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to do a Dead tribute on our, because you know
Oh,
we do
there
great
you go.
we do great moments in screen acting on our channel,
Excellent.
and we believe that profanity equals great screen acting. So we've done scenes from Taxi Driver and Repo Man and Ed Wood.
There you go.
And you know,
Yeah.
maybe we got to start lopping some sheep heads.
Well, I hope I don't get too bad. Don't get too nasty. Keep it.
I don't know how you make a good horror film without getting nasty.
Well, that you may be right there.
I'm not one of those. Oh, it's a PG horror film. That's like an
Right,
oxymoron.
right,
That's like
right.
Jumbo Shrimp.
There you go.
If I could borrow from George Carlin, and sorry, you're dead. I'm gonna do it anyway.
There you go. You're
But
right.
anyway, John, I'm sort of just stunned here because we talked you off the ledge and you agreed to appear on our show.
And
I can't thank you enough.
Oh, I took the leap. Yeah,
He's not drinking
absolutely.
he's not drinking his water.
Oh yeah, I've been sipping at it. I've been
Okay,
sipping
all right.
at
I'm
it.
just checking.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever.
Thanks for coming to Cinema Wasteland. Thanks for coming on our show, and I love you.
I love you too.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.